Well, hello there. Today I have another doubleheader for you. And remember, that means that we're going to be discussing two movies by the same director. We're going to end up spending a little less time on each one of the movies than we normally would, but trust me, this one is even crazier than the last.
What?
Do I need to say that we're looking at Jamie Grefe's movies again? Because yes, we're looking at Jamie Grefe's movies again. Subscribe now if you understand that we're looking at Jamie Grefe's movies again.
Right to jail, right away.
Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the 3-Minute Horror Show. My name is Ben, your host, and I love horror movies. In fact, I watch the bad movies so that you don't have to. You're welcome. Today I'll be reviewing two movies, Blood Rush from 2025 and Anatomy Lab, also from 2025. Blood Rush is about a group of 4 sorority sisters partying it up at a house in Idaho until they encounter a serial killer named Bryan. Anatomy Lab is about a group of 4 sorority sisters partying it up at a house in Idaho until they encounter a serial killer named Bryan. Can you sense a pattern here?
Yep.
Look at those posters side by side. My bet is that they're AI generated and they're just mirror images of each other.
Oh dear.
The cast of both movies is the same. They're filmed in the same location and they both involve a serial killer named Bryan. Are they the same movie? No. And yes. Both movies were written and directed by Jamie Grefe, and let's face it, it'd be pretty crazy if they weren't. We've talked about him before. Former writer, current filmmaker, focused on delivering as many experiences to us as possible in the least amount of time. Blood Rush and Anatomy Lab are both streaming on Fossum TV and Troma Now in the United States. So if you're Canadian, you're going to have to fool your device into thinking you're from the US. First up, Blood Rush. 4 college co-eds are in a vacation party house in Idaho, and they're stalked by a serial killer in a black latex mask, named Bryan. Bryan the serial killer. Is it the same Bryan from Robot Girlfriend Revenge? The first thing you're going to notice is how shoddily this movie is edited. It's shocking. This is way worse than Bikini Guillotine. We have sound design issues from the get-go. The volume seems to fluctuate between undiscernible and peaking the audio. Within the first 5 minutes, we witness a scene with some audible direction left in.
You guys should say this on camera. This kind of stuff is great. That's great.
Multiple instances of seeing a cameraman in the shot, and a scene where the cameraman goofs with his camera a bit, all left in the final cut. The action progresses, I guess? The ladies make reference to things that just happened that we never saw, like a crazy man coming to the door to warn them that they're all going to die, for example.
You're all gonna die!
Then we have more issues with additional cameras in the shot. The ladies pile outside for the bikini party portion of the movie. Someone in the neighborhood has peacocks, and they are loud. At several points, the scene cuts mid-conversation.
I woke up.
And at roughly the 17-minute mark, Grefe lets the ladies know that the cameras are still rolling.
Still rolling. Still rolling, and...
It's very audible and left in the final cut. Many of the performers that Jamie Grefe uses in his movies appear to come from the world of micro or mini dramas. Those are soap opera type programs that are filmed in a vertical format and they play out a few minutes at a time on various social media platforms. From what I can tell, these programs are very popular and they attract tons of views. Some more notable examples include Tell Me Not to Love You, My Secret Agent Husband, and Fated to My Forbidden Alpha, whatever that means. This type of programming originated in China and are known there as duanju, which translates directly to short drama. They started on a platform, and forgive my pronunciation, called Youku Tudu, which is basically China's YouTube in 2013, and they expanded from there. They've moved on to TikTok, Real Short, and Drama Box, and the latter two host this type of content exclusively. As of 2023, short dramas had an audience of 1.6 billion.
What?
Some of the actresses in these two Grefe films appear in such short dramas as The Taming of the Mad King, Boss Please Don't, and The Seamstress is the Duchess. I wish these performers the best, but I don't think that this is the big screen break that they were hoping for. Then the women start to walk back into the house one at a time, a la Bikini Guillotine. They lie down in a bed and fall asleep. Then they are approached by a masked man and attacked with the 3D printed hunting knife that makes yet another appearance in a Grefe movie. The first death scene starts with Grefe walking the actress who's about to be attacked through the blocking for the shot. It's very odd.
Okay.
I want to be like neutral. Maybe I'll speed up, maybe slow down. I'll toy with you.
Okay, cool.
After this is done, that same character is alive again, and then on to the next woman. She gets sleepy and she falls asleep in the same bed that the last woman was just attacked in. At the 42-minute mark, Grefe or whomever was editing the movie full on forgot to include a scene. There's a blank screen for a few seconds. What the heck? The show ends with a cop coming into the house. Then Bryan the serial killer has his way with the cop. The end. I thought the Bikini Guillotine was bad, but this is literally the most unfinished thing that I've ever seen on a streaming service, let alone 2 streaming services. It's unbelievable to me that this passed whatever checks were required to get this approved. Can I rate a movie 0? It, I just did. I rate Blood Rush 0 out of 10. Next up, Anatomy Lab. We are presented with the same 4 actresses that appeared in Blood Rush in the very same house, having the exact same pool party. The women have different names this time, and there don't immediately appear to be any technical mistakes on the same level as Blood Rush. I did notice the conversation seemingly cut off in Blood Rush appeared to continue in this movie. Additionally, a strange man comes to the door.
Okay, you need to leave.
You're all going to die.
This is the scene that they make reference to in Blood Rush that never happened. The ladies pour their drinks into clearly empty cups, and they go out to enjoy the pool. The peacocks in the neighborhood are still loud in this movie. And the girls talk about how they're currently in Idaho and how one of the girls is moving to California. They make reference to Idaho over and over and over again, and I can't figure out why, other than maybe they're trying to convince themselves that they're not actually in Los Angeles, which I suspect they are. They also talk about the local serial killer Bryan, like the women in the other movie did. They act progressively more drunk until they get sleepy, and then they all split up to have naps in different areas of the house. Well, I figured out what fetish these movies are serving, and it is 100% foot. Huh? Guys who love women's feet are gonna love these movies. Literally every shot of these women when they're relaxing starts on bare feet and ends on bare feet.
Gross.
This guy's stuff puts Tarantino's to shame. Serial killer Bryan lets himself in through the side gate, and once again it's Jamie Grefe, but this time he's in a surgical mask. He approaches the first sleeping woman and runs his fingers over her in a yucky way, and then he stabs her. Then she's alive again and he stabs her again. Then one last time from one last angle. She's alive again and he stabs her again. Wow. Then Bryan the killer moves on to the next woman. He fondles her and then kills her 3 times. The third woman is killed 5 times. And then the final girl, back to 3 times. Some of the scenes are played back in reverse too, just for funsies I would imagine. Is this due to lack of editing know-how? If you film the same scene 3 times from 3 different angles, I think the point is to edit the best shots together to tell the story, not just throw all 3 in. The same cop comes in at the end of this one. His scenes are a little more extended than they were in Blood Rush, but at least one sequence is reused. He discovers the bodies of these women, and Grefe decides to pixelate them. And the cop when he gets too close too. They forget to pixelate the last one though, oh well. The wheels fall off a bit at the end, and we hear Grefe call action a couple of times.
And action.
Well, Anatomy Lab works more as a movie than Blood Rush did. I mean, it does try to tell a story, and it does appear to be finished, but it is full of Grefe tropes. Rambling dialogue to fill the gaps, characters talking over each other, and lots of leering zooms on women's bare feet.
Ew.
I rate Anatomy Lab a 3 out of 10.
Damn, son.
Phew. Second doubleheader is in the books. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Banana.
As always, a link to my Letterboxd appears in the video's description. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does boost my engagement, helps my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds.
Whatever's going on in this town has to stop!